listeners. And what I like to give focus on the paper is my practical sharing as a green banking practitioner in my country, Bangladesh. Yet I have the plan to further develop the paper with your kind and valuable concepts. Okay. Yeah, defining green banking. So I like to define green banking as a practitioner because green banking may be defined as a holistic approach which encourages environmental protection, sustainability, resource savings, and economic attitude in personal and professional life among others. Green banking is a component of global initiative by a group of stakeholders. It is an emerging issue and a multi-stakeholder approach. So green banking, the main theme of the green banking can be understood by its alternative names, as it is said as ethical banking, a socially responsible banking, and then a sustainable banking and environmental banking among others. Because green banking it is being named as differently, but all these things are related to the environment-friendly project and sustainability and economic use of resources among others. So issues required to be addressed for green development. There are a few issues. Among the top is global warming, which is a very concern around the globe, as we are facing the problem of global warming everywhere in the world. And then biodiversity. Yes, biodiversity is very much important to keep a balanced growth, but it is unfortunate that we are facing to keep the harmony of natural harmony. That way biodiversity is one of the focal area of green banking. Agriculture, it is also important because we are using chemical fertilizer indiscriminately and which causes a severe for our health and others. And forestry, it is an important component because there is a balanced ratio of forestry to keep environment good. But in our country, in Bangladesh perspective, willingly or unwillingly, we are destroying our forest and we are destroying our greenery of the nature. And dry land is a problem, water resources, human health. Human health is a matter of great concern around the world because of our doing bad things, and we are suffering for the ill health, suffering from health hazards. Emission of greenhouse gases, it is a very pertinent issue of green banking. Air quality, deforestation, encroachment of rivers, air pollution, water pollution, water pollution is scarcity of resources, and disposal of medical waste, household waste, etc. So these are some issues which request to be addressed for making the green environment and green environment as a whole. Now we have green banking in Bangladesh, because green banking is first gaining momentum in Bangladesh since its official inception in the second half of 2011. It shows that green banking is still in the nascent stage in Bangladesh. It is an emerging issue in Bangladesh. Green development and inclusive growth. Both the issues are very close to my heart. I mean that our governor, Dr. Atir Rahman, he has also conferred the Green Governor, internationally recognized, who has recently received internationally recognized as Green Governor, because he has a very knack for the inclusive growth and green development. And Bangladesh Bank's endeavor towards green development, they are giving policy support and capacity building, and policy support includes they are striving to get a common goal of green to make the green movement a regulation, because if it can be turned as a regulation, then green movement can be a successful one. Bangladesh has been providing eco-friendly policy support beneficial for bankers and entrepreneurs as well. and refinance scheme, several refinance scheme under the umbrella of ADB, Bangladesh Bank Islamic Refinance Fund are being offered from Bangladesh Bank Parts. And green banking policy, there was mentioned 3 phases ranging from 2011 to 2013, but it is just indicative because there are some agenda, that which are continuing in nature, and some are of one-off basis. You know that if you do the policy formulation, then policy can be revised. But there are some issues like green marketing, introducing green finance. Green finance, you will be happy to learn that in the early stage, in the 2011 when it started, that there were only 5 typical green finance. But now it becomes 47. And the outreach of the green product will be increased in the time to come, because it is a very demanding issues, and when the product come, then the entrepreneurs will come. So green marketing, it is a very broad spectrum, because green marketing is very important, and if the product is being launched, then green entrepreneur will come out. Incorporation of the environmental risks in CRM, credit risk management, initiating in-house environment. This is very much important. In Australia, in my 2 days experience, I see that the environmental management is here is very sound in terms of our country that we are practicing, because we are, once upon a time, we are so lavish that we cannot stop our gas. I mean, when we cook, we do not expect to be the light of a match. But unfortunately, we are now suffering from the scarcity of our power, scarcity of the gas, and etc. This is for our become for our extravagance. Once we thought that it is abundant, but no resources are abundant. Resources are limited, so we have to use it in a proper way, and we must not be we must not waste the resources, because these are very valuable things, and these are the gift of the Almighty God. And then online banking, it is a very good and powerful component of green initiative, because if we try or if we practice online banking, then it will save our trees. Because if we go to the paperless banking, it will save our nature. Because to using paper means that we are cutting wood. So, yeah, and supporting employees training and customer awareness and green event, it is source of capacity building, and reporting green initiative. These are the agenda of the first phase, and the second phase of strategic planning, among others, reporting, formulation of risk management guideline, etc. And the third one is designing and introducing innovative products. It is very important, because where there is innovation and there is I think that there is a progress and there is opportunity for the green entrepreneur. And reporting, standard reporting format of GRI format, etc. These are the third phases. Among third phases, there are almost 18 agenda has been covered, but these agenda some are ongoing and continuing in nature. And green banking products in Bangladesh, and very recently we got 47 green products under 11 categories. These are renewable energy, energy efficient technologies, solid waste management, liquid waste management, alternative energy plan, non-fire block brick manufacturing project. You know that in the brick sector, producing brick, there was huge pollution on some just few years back. But due to green initiative, now our entrepreneurs are very cautious about the environment, and those who are doing the textile and RMG sector, they are used to pollute the surrounding land by polluting the ETP effluent here. Now they install ETP, and it is must for the RMG sector, so they are saving the nature. And green industry, factory work environment. Factory work environment, this is very good thing, because these are the issue of the HR. And miscellaneous vermicompost and palm oil, these are good initiative in the agriculture sectors. And motivational support Bangladesh Bank is giving that. Bangladesh Bank is giving weightage in the camels rating. The camels, you know, that Mr. Shafiq has elaborately described his lecture. And Bangladesh Bank declares top 10 banks in the website, and green banking and for opening new branches they are giving here. So this is some endeavors towards the commercial bank. They have been using Green Office Guide, EDD checklist, environmental risk taking, and how green banking can make us green. Because if we want to make us green, then we have to avoid all the bad things that are bad for the nature, that's bad for the environment. Okay, we have to give plantation, we have to emphasize on the online banking, you have to introduce video conferencing, that saving our resource. Okay. Then emerging issues, green accounting is an emerging issue, and managing e-garbage, carbon trading, online banking, green marketing, and other. Some innovation or success stories, I don't want to mention it because there are 4 entrepreneurs who have emerged as a successful one by the green initiative. One was the recycling, other was producing green oil from the wasted tire, and some others are doing cold storage in natural cold storage. They are doing. Then motto of the green development, greening our mother planet is the main motto, and we focus on the SDG, Sustainable Development Goal, not merely on the Millennium Development Goal, because SDG is something broader than MDG. And a gap between green entrepreneur, yes, there is a gap in the both demand side and supply side, and to bridging the gap, we have to focus on the two ways demand, right? And banks from the supply side have to come with the low interest or profit rate, and the entrepreneurs, they should innovate the green product. Okay, to bridge the gap, demand and supply side concentration is the main thing I want to mean that to bridge the gap. Yes, they are mighty. Okay, I am finishing. Just 1 minute, please. And so our way forward is to build a platform to make the green revolution successful. Yes, platform is very much important. And then in conclusion, to keep our mother planet, we have to do many things, remaining in our individual position that we belong to, because we all have many things to do. If we are cautious, then our environment can be saved, because we have to do many things in our position remaining. And so we believe that there is a very beautiful tomorrow too. Thank you. Thank you, sir. If you have any question, then I can try.
Question, please.
In your presentation, which application and which is still concerned, which are the practice in Bangladesh, the green banking?
Thank you. But I think that yes, this is as a practitioner, I want to put my thoughts and initiative of my country, how green banking is going on and moving. But in future, I will try to give it a systematic shape the way research is being done.
Yes, that's what I would like to encourage you, that you are actually sitting on a wealth of resources, wealth of information. That's what researchers need. So, since you are in the top position of the bank and in the banking network already, so you have resources, you have data, you have information, and you don't have to be worried about or being embarrassed coming to this conference. This is an opportunity to learn from other scholars, and I encourage you to come in the mainstream in the near future.
Thank you. So nice of you. It's a compliment.
I have one question. Actually, honestly speaking, this is totally new topic for me, banking related to the green. So, how bank directly involved with that? You are financing with that entrepreneur?
In the financing mechanism, banks have the pervasive role to play, because in every financing, all sorts of financing, both corporate, retail, SME, there is a scope of green financing. And there are typical green products, and these are not mean that it is limited to. But if we do any financing, you have to care about the environment. And there are some quantitative measures how to control the environment and how to protect the environment. And there are qualitative also.
No, you have some measurement when you are financing with the
EDD checklist. EDD means environmental due diligence checklist. It is a quantitative approach, and we have the environmental risk rating guideline. It is a quantitative approach, but it is fact that as a practitioner we are not used to or not give proper care to that. Just systematically we have to do it. But what I want to mean that it should be importantly put into practice.
Okay, your bank is providing the finance to that
Yes.
4 organization you mentioned.
Yeah.
It would be nice if you give some data. How about the finance you provided that,
Yeah, we have-
and from which year? That's good.
We
That's good.
have millions of taka we used to.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I have a comment on your title, and that is the word you used is green entrepreneur.
Yeah.
So you could have replaced, the very fastest emerging concept is now ecopreneur. Ecopreneur. Okay.
Eco-entrepreneur, right?
No, not entrepreneur, ecopreneur.
Eco-preneur, yes. Yes, I heard it.
So you could have used
Okay,
that
okay.
title.
Okay, eco-preneur is so smart title.
And then you have covered, the environmental problems in your work, number of environmental problems. And, the damage done to the nature cannot be repaired.
Yes.
So that aspect should also be. So though the manufacturing creates problems, environmental problems, but the damage done to the nature cannot be
Exactly.
repaired.
I will take into account. Thank you so much.